Well, hello there, Taurus. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your May 2024 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy with the Oracle cards and then move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance, and of course, advice from the divine. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. Great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. And be spirit, sweet results away. Okay, interesting. Capricorn had the same energy, but I have to say the energy, I did the weekly tarot readings, and I'll have that linked at the end of this video. You have the same kind of energy for the weekly too, about it's time to break out of the safety zone, right? It's about understanding that your comfort zone, your wanting to be safe is holding you back from what it is that you truly want. You have the sweet results. The bee spirit is all about understanding you're going to be victorious. So it's okay to allow yourself to, get off, kind of like, get off the waiting game and get into the action, taking action, going towards what it is that you truly want for yourself. Whether that's a new relationship, a new job, moving to a new location, it doesn't matter. It's time to allow yourself to go after what your heart truly desires. Now, it is kind of interesting because for some of you, right, that could be a kind of like a new thinking pattern. It's about understanding that before we can venture forward, go after what it is that we want, we do also have to check in with ourselves, listen to our heart, and decide what direction we want to go in. Wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. For some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a new relationship coming in. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, I think you're ending a cycle, okay? And one of the things is that it's kind of interesting because, I feel like you've ended a cycle, but maybe emotionally, somehow you have kind of allowed yourself to kind of stay in the energy of a past cycle. The new cycle hasn't quite started. So it's like in your 3D world, the new maybe hasn't quite shown up yet, and because it hasn't shown up yet, you still emotionally are kind of like attached or thinking about someone or some situation in the past. But here's the thing, this new is coming in because I feel like you're getting inspired, almost like, okay, it's time to take action, go towards new people, new situations. This is new supportive connections, right? It's about understanding it's time to get out there. It's time to meet people. It's time to not stay in the safety zone of staying home, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to put yourself in positions where you're doing new things, meeting new people. Because in order to go towards your 9 or 10 of cups, or to even discover what your 9 or 10 of cups is, you have to allow yourself to be in the vicinity of new people and new activities. It's kind of interesting because, that message has kind of been coming out for the last month about allowing yourself to try on different hats. Okay, now the hat is really just the energy of different roles that you would like to play. Like maybe you used to like to paint, but you haven't painted in a while, right? Putting back your painter's hat, right? It doesn't have to be a true hat, but kind of like using that analogy, but putting on the hat of being a painter and then asking yourself, okay, where would I like to go paint? Who would I like to paint with? And maybe these people or situations are in your life, but allowing yourself to sign up for a new art class or to go join some group that enjoys painting by a lake or something like that. Allowing yourself to say, okay, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work out, because then if it doesn't, I'll just take the hat off and I'll put a different hat on. It's understanding that it's time to kind of like try on different roles or different activities. You can even try on different clothes. It's kind of like mixing it up. I'll give you a really good example of this, and it may apply to you, is that whenever I feel stuck in life, one of the things I do is that I start trying to do things completely different, like get out of that routine that we all get into. Eat dinner for breakfast, eat breakfast for dinner, right? Drive to work one way, but come home a different way, or drive to the grocery store some odd way and then come home a different way. Like mix it up. If you walk in your neighborhood and you have a normal path that you take, right? And you got your earbuds in and you're just tuning out and you're just doing your walk, okay? It's about take maybe the earbuds off or play a completely different playlist, and take the walk and go backwards. Do it in the opposite direction. It's about changing it up. Have you ever noticed that if you walk down a street the same way every single time, because I get the same way, I have this loop that I walk. And then all of a sudden one day, for one reason or another, you walk it backwards, it looks completely different. It's like, even in my own neighborhood, it looks so different. So it's about allowing yourself to get out of the routine, get out of the house, get out of the normal a little bit, right? And allowing yourself to take in the sensory, I really feel like this is sensory. The new sights, the new smells, the new sounds, allowing yourself to see the world in a different way. Yeah, because you have the Four of Wands here. You're going to be successful in this. You are. You have the bee spirit. But it is about recognizing, I have to get out of my comfort zone. I have to get out of that. It's just kind of like, I feel like if you feel like life is stagnant, it's because you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Switching it up. Switch it up as much as you possibly can, right? Because your obstacle here is, you have a strategy going towards your success, but you're kind of like, you have the devil energy here, right? You're attached to a certain outcome. And the thing is that it's kind of like allowing yourself to kind of like walk that loop, your walking loop backwards, right? Or signing up for a new class is going to allow you to see that there's not just one way that this could work. It's kind of like all of a sudden you're going to recognize just how big the world is. That's a big boat, but look at how small the boat looks towards the big sky behind and the ocean, right? It's allowing yourself to say, you know what? What else is out there? Because I feel like you're kind of attached to your routine, your daily life. It's your comfort zone. That's exactly what it is. All right. So your advice. Yeah. Your advice is that, okay, I feel like for some of you, here you are, you're sitting here thinking that because Taurus, you like routine, you're an earth sign, right? You like things to be kind of like predictable, a little bit predictable. Right? And when it's not, it can mean that you have to have a lot of courage to step out into it, right? It's almost like, ooh, this is an adventure. I'm going to the grocery store in a different way, right? But when you're driving to the grocery store in that different way, it's about recognizing your environment. It's about seeing things from a different perspective. And I feel like part of you is kind of like, not wanting to expand, to put your hands out to the side and saying, okay, I'm curious about the world. What else is out there, right? It's almost as if you feel obligated that you have to stay in your routine. If you find yourself, right, if you're like talking to a friend or something, you're like, oh, my life is boring, or oh, I wish some new people would show up in my life, or a new romantic partner, or a new job, or whatever it is, or I'd like to move to a new city. And your friend says, well, like, what are you doing to help bring that in? Well, I'm sitting at home and I'm trying to manifest. But if you don't take action, right? The Eight of Cups is recognizing you have to leave one situation in order for a new situation to come in. If you don't allow yourself to take that walk, to walk out in a new, different direction, right? Then you're just going to stay stuck. And I do feel like you're just kind of in this, there's this, you're trying to decide, do I switch it up? It's kind of like, I don't know, things are going okay. They're ho-hum. I'm kind of bored. Yeah, I'm sitting here on this truck and I'm kind of bored with life, right? But it's going to take a lot of energy to get a boat, right? No longer a truck. He's trying to drive a truck in water. Look at that, right? You're kind of like, no, I think I'll get a boat. But understanding, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of effort. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of courage. You are stepping outside of your comfort zone, but also saying to yourself, I want more for myself. I've like exhausted all of the options of what's just right here. So asking yourself, you don't have to like throw your whole life away right now. It's about taking baby steps, going to the grocery store in a different way, coming home a completely different way from that, right? Eating dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner. How does that make you feel? You might actually like it. May become something new for you, right? It's allowing yourself to do things a little bit differently that don't really matter. Does it matter if you eat dinner for breakfast? Not really, right? So it's kind of like saying, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to have fun with it. And then also checking in with yourself. How does that feel? How does your body feel? How do you feel emotionally eating dinner for breakfast, And just trying to allow yourself to move in a new direction. Perhaps just taking those baby steps, Getting a new hairdo, a new outfit. Here we are changing seasons. Go and buy some new clothes. Whatever it is, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to jazz it up, but maybe you're not ready quite yet to turn the truck in for a boat. Maybe you're not ready to go on this big adventure. But by taking those little baby steps, it'll get you more confident that you are going to be okay when you are willing to take that big adventure. Because I think you have something big coming in. So it's kind of like getting prepared for it, right? Allowing yourself to feel more comfortable with change and not fearing it. Okay, so let's take a look at your soul truth card. And I do personal readings, Taurus, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I actually have if this one is resonating with you, I have a special May 2024 reading up. So you may want to check that out. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's see what this has. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? And that's exactly what we were talking about, right? You have certain expectations about how this is going to play out or what opportunities are available or not available. There's something here that you're kind of attached. You're attached to certain expectations or thinking the world's going to work in a certain way. It's time to allow yourself to step out of that energy and just change it up. Allow the universe to help you to change it up, right? The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Yes, so it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, yeah, if I'm not happy with what is coming in for me, then I'm in control. I can start changing it up instead of feeling like, well, the universe needs to bring me some new things. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to allow myself to be in the vicinity, take action, to put myself in the vicinity of new people, new situations, and see what comes of it. Because when you take that effort, the universe will know that you're really serious, that you don't want to be stuck anymore. You want to drop the burdens of being stuck and you want to go and enjoy life once again. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. What a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.